We're live. We made it.
I was conducting our countdown. This is the one that has the good countdown.
Yes, it's not that other wonky, weird one that we have. That one's like the actual official one.
Yep. I'm still looking into some new software so that we won't be necessarily on this the whole time. Maybe we'll be able
Mhm.
to do something that will be running on my native software, but I got to figure that whole thing out still. So coming down the line, I don't know yet.
Ooh, sounds fancy. I can't wait to see what you find because you find all the techie stuff.
Yeah, that's my space.
Mhm. Oh, you're doing a great job.
It's been a journey. I can't believe it's February 15th as of today. And
Mhm.
it's been like what, almost a year and a half. So
I cannot believe it. Like the fact that it is the middle of February, I felt like we just blinked and it was literally January. And like you said, a year and a half. Where has time gone? Like, oh my gosh.
don't know. We still got another at least around 6 episodes left, so, we might
Yes.
finish out this with 18 episodes in the 1st season,
That is just wild.
and, this is a week late because we had life getting in the way of some other stuff, but we're here.
We're here.
It's happening.
Life is life, and I'm battling some kind of cold, whatever, but we were not pushing it back. Once again, it's going for it. We're doing it.
The question is, do we try and back-to-back week this so we can get back up on the schedule?
We'll revisit that
We'll
one.
talk about it. We'll talk about it.
Yes, we will
Um
talk about that. We'll figure that one out.
Hopefully, guys, this is going to be a running joke on our show, but hopefully this is a shorter episode because we don't have a whole lot
We're
this time.
we're going to see if it's gonna be a shorter episode. I really think we can pull this one off. I don't know. I
I think
really
so.
feel like we can do it.
As long as I keep myself under control, I think we'll be fine.
No tangents. Tangent 1. What are we talking about today?
We are going to recap. We're going back to basics like we used to do in some of our early episodes. We're going to recap January. We're going to talk a little bit about what we hope to do here in February, even though it's halfway over. But we're just going to talk a little bit about January and February here.
That's okay. I think this is still perfect timing, being that it is the middle of February, because we can kind of give a sneak peek to what we're already reading and, kind of give a idea of what our February currently looks like.
Yeah, it was a sneak peek, but now I've finished some of these books, so not so sneak
W-
peeky. I might be partially recapping February.
Well, that's okay. That still works because I did include some of the ones that I completed already. But we'll just see how this episode goes. I do think it will be our shorter one, though.
Good. I don't see any need to waste time. Let's get into it.
January recap.
Here it is, January recap. January, we started off the year. We had a lot of new beginnings going on, lots of new projects and things going on with work and life and all that. So
Mhm.
um, it was a successful reading month for me. I think not like last January where I had 17 books.
That was
Um,
madness.
yeah, it wasn't like that, y'all. I had a handful of books. I was happy with what I got to. I was a little hesitant, but I'm trusting the process of reading a little slower. I'm reading bigger books, so I like it.
I'm proud of you because, I told you there's nothing wrong with reading at a slower pace. And you're like, no, but I got to read them all.
I know. I feel like I'm not accomplishing stuff as I go through, but I am still accomplishing books. It's different. I've been reading at a breakneck pace for 5 years, and so
Hmm.
now it's kind of time to take it a little slower.
I am happy to hear this. And I can't wait to see you still hit 150 books at the end of the year.
I don't know about 150, but we'll see. This month,
You're gonna hit
um,
150 this year. I know you are.
I don't know. I don't know. I hit 7, so I needed 8 a month to hit my number. 7 was very respectable, especially with some of the stuff I read. So I'm very happy.
Okay. Well, I definitely hit my goal. I'm very happy that I made mine.
And how many did you read?
For the month of January, I read 3 books.
That's what I thought. Yeah,
No,
that's
2
ahead.
books. No, 2 books because one of them was in February, so I read 2 books for the month of January.
Okay, that's still what you need. You're still on your pace. You cut down your reading goal a little bit this
I
year, right?
did. I still cannot believe that I, like, chopped my reading goal like I did. Didn't I do what was my
I think you
challenge
did
this year?
30 or 20. Yeah, 30.
Yes, I did 30 books for this year. Oh, man, so I literally, like, chopped it in half. I didn't realize that I chopped it as much as I did. But yes,
So
I
that's like
read
two a month.
yeah, roughly 2 a month. Give or take maybe a audiobook on the weekend and, kinda make it 3 a month. I'm pulling up our Fable now because I'm like, "Wait, what did I read?" I know what I read, but did I read that other book in January or did I read it in February?
Well, we'll let you figure that out, and I will kick us off here. It's funny. The book that I read first was actually our last book club pick for last year,
It
which is
was.
The Book of Lost Hours by Haley Gelfuso. I finished that just after the beginning of the new year because we were doing our book talk at the beginning of January. So I needed to have it fresh in my mind. And realistically, I just kind of pushed it off for a while. I wasn't sure I was greatly looking forward to it. And I
Mhm.
ended up giving it a 3 star. You can check out all my spoilery. No, it didn't get spoiler, but you can check out my thoughts on our December book talk on YouTube. So I'm not going to get deep into it. I enjoyed it.
That was the one we did wanna get spoilery on, yeah. We should have went spoilery on that one, but we
It
decided
would have
not
made it
to.
easier to talk about. It was so hard to talk about.
Yes. Oh my gosh, it was so hard to talk about that one, but I will say that I think I gave that one did I give it like a 4? I think I did?
I think you gave it a 4 and I gave it a 3.
Okay, which is roundabout right, yeah.
Which, yeah, I think it's still a fair assumption. Good book. I don't know if I did like her writing. I don't know if I would continue in a book if that was in the same world or realm or anything like that. But it was fine. I would definitely read more from the author.
Yeah, I don't see it being a need for another book. I feel like it would be extra more drawn out or something like that. Um,
Yeah.
but it was a decent book. I was okay with that one.
And then after that, so mind you all, I finished Sanderson at the end of last year. And
Mhm.
as you saw in our last episode, I clearly just needed to continue to get back to Sanderson, but I was stubborn, thinking I could do it. I just needed to find the right book. So I went through 3 more books before I finally listened to Ashley and just went back to
Your book
Sanderson.
bestie.
So she knows me better than I know myself sometimes. I needed it. I did get some wins in here. My next book that I read was Brigands and Bread Knives by Travis Baldree, which is the sequel to Legends and Lattes, and
Uh-huh.
it was a good book. It was cozy and easy and simple. It was definitely different than Legends and Lattes. It was much more um it had more pacing to it, so it was a little more fun. It felt like a true adventure story rather than
Uh-huh.
them trying to make it kind of mundane with like just a coffee shop. There was an aspect where instead of trying to settle down, this person has had a settled down life and wanted action, wanted to chase adventure, even though they weren't an adventurer.
Mm.
So I liked the reversal of that because it's more fun to go on the adventure. So I enjoyed that one. I gave it 4 stars.
I still said that I need to read the first book. I keep saying I wanna give it a try, but I just don't pick it up.
I don't think you're gonna like Legends and Lattes because I think it's too there's really nothing going on till the very end of the book. It's spent a lot of time just talking about, "Oh, let's introduce this new thing. Oh, let me build this relationship with this person over here who does baked goods." And, like, it's kinda like building a business, and then some little action comes in at the very end, but I think it's too slow for the Ashley taste, whereas this book, I think would be better.
What? Okay. Alright. Too slow for Ashley taste. I like it. I won't read it.
When it comes to cozy, I think you get bored too easy.
That okay, so this is a little too cozy is what you're saying. Okay, I got it.
Yes.
I got it. Too cozy.
Whereas this new book, I think, would be more I think you could get down with it.
Okay. But do
And you
you
don't
have
really
to read
have
the
to.
first book?
You get a the first book gives you the characters and that introduces how the relationship is with this new character because
Uh-huh.
they're former friends. And there's a small part of the book that touches on moving to the same town, building a business next door, but it's very little and then it's all adventure and then at the end it comes back. It helps to know the characters, but I don't know if you're going to make it through Legends and Lattes.
Yeah,
I
I'll
think
pick it up.
I feel like you've got DNF vibes on it, so I feel like it would be easier just to look up a synopsis or look up some spoilers and then just read the second book.
Okay. We'll have to look at it. I'll see.
Yeah. So that was my first 2 books. Imma let you go because I've got a couple more to go, but what you around the same time, you were reading a book just ferociously. You couldn't put it down.
No, I could not. So, as odd as this is, right? I read Dear Debbie. Dear Debbie is Frida McFadden's most released, well, most recent novel, I will say that was just recently released. And, when it comes to Frida, it's like, you know what you're going to get. But I will tell you, I did not expect this one. This was not a true traditional Frida McFadden that we are all used to with that twist. This one had twist after twist. And it was really, in a way, comical to how she actually wrote her main character, Debbie, in this book. And I will tell you, hands down, I gave this book 5 stars because I absolutely loved it. Yes, I gave the only other 5-star book that I gave of Frida's was The Housemaid. That was the only other one.
Wow.
Yes, and
Wow.
I devoured this book in I wanna say about a day and a half. I would have finished it if I would have finished, my other assignments and things like that, but I could have easily finished this book in one day. It was great.
Wow. And no, it's a shorter
Yes.
book, right?
Yeah, I think the audio for this one was maybe about 9 hours or so, but when
Okay, not
you,
bad.
speed it up a little bit, it goes a little bit faster, but I'm telling you, I coulda had this book done in one day. It was amazing. I loved it.
So,
Funny,
microscopic
twist.
tangent, but I wanna know, should I read Housemaid or should I read this if I wanna get a feel for McFadden? Because 'Cause
Well,
I've
I
been
will honestly
pooping on
say
her for forever.
but they're 2 different styles of writing because Dear Debbie was not her traditional writing style where she has, like, the prologue, and then you go through the story, and then it's the ending. This starts right off I don't even think this one had a prologue on it, and it just goes right into it, and you have Debbie who's like this, like a journal person that how you have, like, those different columns, the people that do the columns? So people
Oh,
are
okay,
writing
yeah,
to
like
her.
a opinion thing,
Yeah.
okay.
Yes, she's writing people are writing to her for these questions, and at first you're like, "Oh, okay, that's cute." And then they get progressively, like, more and more like, "Oh, these are wild."
Okay,
So it's so not to give any spoilers, but I will definitely say still pick up, I mean, really pick up either, but I will tell you, Dear Debbie is not like the traditional Frida McFadden that we have been
okay,
reading with the same format. This is definitely a new one, and it got 5 stars from me.
okay. Um, I own The Housemaid, I did buy it, the other day, at a used bookshop, so I
What?
own it. I do wanna get to it, so but
Okay.
I'm kind of intrigued by this one, so I don't know, maybe I'll pick that one up, and just so that I can get one under my belt real quick because I
Uh-huh.
haven't had very good luck with thrillers lately, so maybe.
Oh, I love my thrillers, and I will tell you also, this book I was able to get off a Hoopla app. So there was no wait or anything for it. I got it right through
Okay,
Hoopla and listened to it day and a half, knocked it out, and loved every bit of it. So you could do both of them.
okay.
Mhm. I'm so happy you got a Frida book. Oops, we went on a tangent.
I know. That's okay. I'm looking at the timer, we're doing good. Um, back to my journey. Okay.
Yes.
Take me back in time. Early January, Caleb is still just stubborn. Like, no, what I need to do is
Uh-huh.
finish my last book in the Beartown series. So that's what I did.
Mhm.
Did love it. I gave it 5 stars. It was a great ending. Awesome book. Awesome series.
Uh-huh.
So I was really happy with that. And I said, this will break me out of my slump. Frederick will always break me out of my slump. I loved that last book. Let me just tell you,
Uh-huh.
it was a triumphant ending. I loved it.
That's
5
awesome.
stars. And then right back into the slump. I didn't know what to read. So
You
before
really were
giving
in a
in,
slump.
um, yeah, 100%. I haven't been in a slump like this in a long time. But
Mhm.
I decided, okay, maybe I need a break from reading. So we started watching TV shows, catching up. We caught the heated rivalry bug, and so we watched
Mhm.
that queer hockey romance thing. And it was only 6 episodes, I think, and I was just like enthralled by this thing. Okay, it is smut. Okay, it's smut. It's super smutty. Um,
Okay.
but I was like, oh, I like the story. Let me just read the first book in this 6 book series. Okay,
Mhm.
it's a different couple, it's different thing, but the couple's featured in the show. So I said, you know what? Let me do this. Look, I loved it, but I this is my first proper smut where
Caleb reading smut.
70% of this book,
We need to
seventy
write this
percent of this
down.
book is smut.
We need to
Chapter
write this down
one,
in
I
history.
swear, we got smut in like chapter one or chapter two. It was immediate. Okay.
Oh,
Um,
wow.
and continued like every other chapter there was smut. So but I had a good time. I gave it 3 stars. It's nothing crazy, guys. It's smut. I'm still going to say there's not a whole lot of substance there, but I did like the characters. I did like the story. I After Beartown, I was already falling in love with hockey, so it was kind of perfect. Um,
Mhm.
but it didn't break my slump. I wasn't itching to pick up another book in the series because it was maybe too smutty,
Mhm.
and then I just spiraled, guys. I I picked up tons of books. I went and bought books and then started my DNFs. They're not DNFs, they're still soft DNFs, but I drew from my TBR jar. I drew The Vanished Birds by Simon Jimenez. I started it, really was enjoying it. And I was like, let me take care of that. But I was never drawn back to it. It was just like not calling me. I think I'm going to like it, but maybe it was too poetic, maybe a little too character driven, not plot. So I ended up giving that a try throughout the month, ended up soft DNFing it at the end of the month. Picked up another fantasy book, and then another fantasy book, and then another fantasy book. And all of them, I just tried a couple chapters with the exception of this other one, which I'm calling a true soft DNF. Ordinary Monsters. I bought the book a while ago, and it was really good. I got 42% through, but it wasn't like just like grabbing me. So I was on and off, on and off. I said, you know what? I'm not feeling it. I'm just going to put it down and come back to it another time. And
Mhm.
that's when I started to listen to Ashley. And I decided, you know what? Let me just see if Brandon can break me out of my slump.
Mhm.
To be continued. I will let you go with your next book.
I like what you did there. That's perfect. All
You
right,
like
my
that?
next book for January, I read His and Hers, which is Alice Feeney. I gave this book a 4.5 stars. I guess you could say that January was just all thrillers. I mean, our book club picked His and Hers. We had a great time. So I will also kind of add this in for Caleb as well. He gave it a 4, which is still not bad because Caleb giving a thriller book a 4 is actually really, really good,
100%.
right?
It was really good.
But I definitely enjoyed the thrillers, in January. I don't think I picked up any books that I actually put down in January. Like, I feel like I just picked them right up and finished them. I was
Yeah.
sitting here trying to think. I was like, I don't think I actually picked up any books and then put them back down.
I think you had some carryovers that you decided to take a break from, like Legendborn, the whatever third one.
Oh, yeah, I was reading Oathbound. I did, thank you. I was reading Oathbound, but I actually put it back down because I got to chapter 16. Thank you. We were talking about this last time. I got to chapter 16 and I was like, well, I need to put this book down so I could read our his and hers. So I started reading his or hers, and I was like, yeah, no, I'm not picking Oathbound back up. Nothing against Oathbound, but I wanna get more details on when the next book is coming because I'm scared that if I read this whole book all the way through, then I'm gonna have to turn around and read it again when the
Yeah,
next book comes
I get
out.
it.
So I say, "You know what? Let me just wait." And then that's when, yeah, I was just like, "I'm just gonna wait." I'm enjoying the downtime. I will say that we did get to watch His and Hers together, which was really awesome on Netflix. So that was really cool and a nice touch for our book club. I think that was pretty awesome.
It was really fun. We didn't finish the last 2 episodes together.
Uh-huh.
Um, we all watched them separately.
Uh-huh.
I think we all agree the book was better than the adaptation, but it was
Yes.
still a good adaptation.
It was very good, but I will definitely say I do like the book better. But usually most times the book is better because
Yeah.
it's a book. Like it's a book. That's all
Your
I'm gonna
brain gets
say.
to fill in those pieces, in different ways
Yeah.
instead of them deciding what this should look like, how this should play out. Like, your brain can do all of that, and I feel like there's more ownership and control. Um,
Absolutely. I
I
agree.
will say, if you all are interested in hearing that, we did do a, partial episode, partial talk of full spoilers in our book talk, so we
Yes,
get
that
into
was
all of it.
new. Yes,
It was
that was
fun.
new for us. We don't usually go
We
too
couldn't.
spoilery, but you know what? We
Alice
had
Feeney
to
requires it.
every single time. And you know what? There is another book that I did read. I might as well because you just did it. I started My Husband's Wife with Alice Feeney.
That's right.
Yes, I started it. I think the book, I don't remember exactly what date the book came out, but I did start reading it the day that it came out because I put it on my Everend. But don't laugh at me. It was too hard for me to remember and keep up with the characters because it's that twisty and turny. So
Yeah, you gotta
I was
have
like,
them
"You know
all.
what? Yeah." I was like, "Let me put this down so I can actually concentrate and read it." It's great. Like, I mean, I love it. I love the suspense part that was already building in it, but I was like, I felt myself having to go back, like, "Okay, what happened 6 months ago?" So, I wasn't fully listening to it the way I should have been listening to it, so I rightfully said, "This is a not right now, and I'm gonna pick this one back up when it is the right time."
Okay. I knew there
Yes.
was one other in there.
I couldn't remember. I'm gonna have to write those down so I know, like, which ones that I need to go back and return to. I don't even think I
Yeah,
put them
for
in my
sure.
DNF for, my Fable list because I know it's terrible. I made a did not finish list on Fable.
I have one as well. I have a hard DNF, and then I have a soft DNF.
Okay. I have just a do not finish, so then I'll just put in do not finish and then pick it back up.
Like,
Mhm.
Ordinary Monsters, we went book shopping yesterday for Valentine's Day,
I
and,
saw.
they had the second book to Ordinary Monsters, which is the book I just DNF'd, but I know I wanna go back to it, and it was a good
Mhm.
price, so I already bought the second book, so I know I'm gonna go back to that series. I just don't know when.
I think when the time is right. We always seem to find our books when the time is right. And
For
at
sure.
least for me, being that I have a much more relaxed type of feel, I'm going more so off of vibes. Like I know that there's obviously the book club book that I have to read, but everything else I'm like, I'll pick that one up. I kind of
Yeah.
like that. I do like that.
So back to Caleb's story time.
Dun dun
Um,
dun. Oh no, I meant drum roll.
we as we revisit Caleb's brain, he finally listened, and it was time to go back to Sanderson. And so I picked up the first book in Mistborn Era 2 because I was a little nervous. It's a very different tone. The books are
Uh-huh.
all like 350 to 450. Like they're not long, long books.
Uh-huh.
But it's very comedic, and I was interested to see how 300 years has passed. So I'm interested to see how that went, and it took me a minute to get into the characters. But I like that all of the characters from the first era, so Vin and Kelsier and all those people are now
Mhm.
part of this world's, like, think of it like the story of Jesus in the Bible. That's their foundation for religion and belief. Some people follow kind of Vin's beliefs. Some people follow Kelsier's beliefs. So it's like the Church of the Survivor, or the Church
Mm.
of I don't remember what they call her, but it was really interesting to see all of those characters that we know kind of become legends. And 300 years later, there's some implications that were really cool to follow. The first book, I gave it a 4 star. It was good. It was a good introduction to a world that has changed quite a bit, but was still really, really good. And then book two, I read right after that. Just boom, boom. We ain't playing around no more. Book two started to get a little more connecty, started connecting
Uh-huh.
these other things. And I really, really enjoyed that. So I gave that one a 4 star. And just a sneak peek, because y'all, I didn't stop. February, it switched over to February, and Caleb switched over to the next book, and then the next book,
Mhm.
and then the next book, and I'm done. And now I don't know what to do with myself, because I don't have anything left to read until new books come out. So, um,
Uh-huh.
but it was the right choice, and it has worked out really well. It's really kickstarted my February, and I feel really good about the decision. So I will listen to
Good.
you more in the future when it comes to what I should do with my life, unless you tell me to read historical fiction.
I was just gonna say, because I mean, you could totally read love songs of W.B. Du Bois. I mean, hey,
Okay, don't ruin what you got going. I don't need you to start giving me bad advice.
that's where I'm at.
Oh, halfway.
Yeah, and I love it. Oh, I love it. I'm so happy I picked it up.
So how do you feel about January? You happy with what you did?
I am very happy with January. For me, there was so much going on in life, like not just with work changes, life changes, all good, positive, great, amazing blessings and everything. But it was just so much where I was like, whoa, let me find my footing. Let me find and get my feet going and let me get comfortable in this new space that I'm in. So that was a huge thing for me, and the fact that I read 2 books and even watched a TV show blows my mind. Like, I watched all of His and Hers, and I think that was probably the last thing I've watched on TV, because I've just been so much in my books and my studies and taking care of home and reading books and trying to keep up with all the things and learning my new team. Like, I mean, there has been so many different twists and turns for me personally. I feel like
Yeah,
this 2 books for January was an absolute, like, deserve a trophy.
I love it. I
That's
am
great.
also happy. I'm happy because I think I learned a valuable lesson, which is just trust
Mhm.
in it. Read the books as they
Don't fight
come,
it.
and if you're not
Don't fight
feeling
it.
it, just move on. I have several other books over here that I started, read a couple chapters from, and
Uh-huh.
decided it wasn't for now. And it's
Yeah.
okay to put that down.
It definitely is okay to put it down because we're mood readers at heart. I think that is one thing that we have found since starting our podcast is that we're really learning more so about who we are and the things that we like. And when that book calls to you, and if that's the space that you love, go back to it every single time. For me, if I hit a slump, I found that I need to go either to a fast paced thriller or find myself in a historical fiction because that for me usually is just like smooth sailing.
I think mine is going to be I have to return to a world that I'm happy and comfortable with.
Mhm.
Either if it's gonna be a new world, then it's gonna need to be by an author that I have complete faith in, um, and I think that's worked out really well for me, but I don't know yet, so we'll find out. Um, but
I'm
it's
happy that
been
you
it's been a good.
listened.
Yes, me too. And
Mhm.
it's been good February so far. We're halfway through, and I've got some stuff under my belt already, so I'm pretty happy.
Good, good. That makes me just so happy to hear that. I really am.
And speaking of February, I think we should just go on to our February hopefuls because we're halfway through the month, so some of these hopefuls are hopefully coming to fruition. But um,
Clearly.
clearly, I already took care of a couple. But we organize this a little bit because it is Black History Month. We
Mhm,
do have a Black history or Black author book club pick, so I know we're going to get to that one. Emily is
mhm.
downstairs finishing it as we record this. She's got like 10 pages left. She's almost done.
Oh, she's
Um,
probably going through it.
I think so. She was talking about earlier, and like we were reading in between dinner and dessert and stuff, and she was like, "Well, that's one way to end a chapter." I'm like, "Oh boy." She's like, "I wish you were reading it with me because I want to talk to you about it." And I'm like, "I know, but
Mhm.
it's too early in the month for me."
Yeah, I will say this is one of the first times I think where I've purposely kinda waited, and I don't think it's just where I'm, like, literally waiting, it just hasn't called to me yet where I can pick it
Same.
up, and it's like the only book that I want to read right now is Love Songs of W.E.B. Du Bois. I don't know what it is about this book, but I can't stop reading it. There's other books that require my attention, but it's like every time I turn around, I'm opening the Audible because I bought this Audible, I think maybe 3 years ago, and I just never read it. But now it's like,
Yeah,
I can't stop. I can't stop. I just wanna read that book and that's it.
I love it. I think well, first of all, we probably should talk about what book we're talking about. But
Yes,
our
we
book club
should.
pick is Razorblade Tears by S.A. Cosby.
Yes, it
You
is.
didn't want to read it, not in this month,
No, I wanna read in the summer. I think S.A. Cosby
but
has the perfect summer books. I wanted his book in the summer.
too bad. Um, we got it in February, and I think it's going to be good. I think once you get through
Mhm,
it, I think you're going to return to that world and his incredible literary voice, and I think it's going to
mhm.
grab you. I'm hoping to start it next week, so we'll see how that goes.
I'm planning to actually read this one, next weekend. I have a arc that I'm currently reading. I'm reading Where the Wildflowers Grow, and it's by Tara, Shelton Harris. I believe I'm getting it right?
I'm thinking her name's probably Tara.
Possibly, yes. Tara. Possibly. That actually looks better the way that I'm looking
Possibly.
at it.
Listen, on a small tangent, I will say I've been saying, and I've taught you to say his name wrong.
Uh-huh.
James, what we've been saying as Islington
It's
is
Islington.
in fact is Islington, no S, like
Oh,
an isle, ISL, uh,
okay.
Islington.
Well, that's very good to know. That's very, very good
I
to
had to
know.
watch a video because they introduced him and he
Uh-huh.
talked about his name and he obviously doesn't care, but I do. I've been saying
Mhm.
Islington and I just wanted to correct that for all of
Well,
our
thank
our
you, because we
listeners and our
definitely
watchers.
need to, that's these authors need their names pronounced correctly. That's definitely one thing, and
Correct.
I will do my due diligence and actually, listen to a podcast or something that they're on to get that correct pronunciation of their name. But the book is by, we're going to say Tara because that does look better. So, Where the Wildflowers Grow by Tara Shelton Harris. She also wrote The Summer in Savannah, One Summer in Savannah, and then also the book that I read a couple years ago. I know I need to get better at this long after we are gone, and I gave that one like 5 stars.
Oh, wow.
So she is definitely one that I tend to return to, but I have already talked about my February books for the month, so sorry, that was kinda like a tangent. But, however,
It's
those
okay.
are the 2 books that I am reading, and will try not try, I will read Razorblade Tears next weekend. That'll be my book for next
So
weekend.
you're gonna finish W.E.B. Du Bois before the end of the month?
My plan is definitely to finish it by the end of the month. I am halfway through, and this audiobook, I wanna believe it's like 30 hours. I have
Wow.
14 hours left, so yes, this book is a 30-hour audio. Um, it's so good. It's so, so, so good. I just love so it's 29 hours and 49 minutes, so you might as well say it's 30.
Yeah, so you'll probably hit 3 this month then. That's our
Mhm.
hope.
My hope
Awesome.
is that I will hit 3 this month. As long as I can listen to Razorblade Tears on audio over the weekend, I'll be fine. But
Okay.
I have to get done Where the Wildflowers Grow. I have to actually finish that by Tuesday because my draft is due for the
Oh,
art.
okay, I forgot you did
Yeah.
that one. Oh, you're right.
Yes. Yeah.
That's the
So it's
17th.
due. Uh-huh. So I have 2
Okay,
days to finish
well,
this book.
we're
I'm
gonna speed this
30%
thing
in
up so
though,
you can get back to reading.
but I'm 30% in, which is really exciting because for me, I'm usually like dragging in my books. So I'm really excited that I'm
Mhm.
at 30%.
Awesome.
Mhm.
For my reads for Black History Month, we talked about it. You were gonna do W.E.B. Du Bois, and I was gonna
Mhm.
do Go Tell It on the Mountain for the 2nd year in a row.
Yes.
I I haven't started it is so short, y'all, like, it might be
Mhm.
4 hours on audio, but it's autobiographical in a way,
Mhm.
where it's talking about his youth and some of the other things that are going on, and I just had to have the right headspace. I was trying to listen to it while I was out working, and that was
Mhm.
not for me. So I am going to try
No.
and pick this up here, this week. On Tuesdays, Emily has a class, so I have the kids. So when I come home, she's in her class until like 9. So I have a
Okay.
couple hours that I could just sit down and kinda, help the kids with their homework, and then after that, I can just kinda read and chill in, like, an independent
Mhm.
space. So maybe I'll do that on Tuesday because it's so short I could knock it out.
Make sure you're in the right space for it. And
I
if it's
will. I
not,
I
it's only
felt
the 15th.
called to it the other day,
Mhm.
and I was like, "Me," but I was out working, and I didn't wanna do that again. So,
Mhm.
in addition, I pulled a TBR jar, and, it was a story about sibling relationships or sisters specifically. And y'all, I don't have a single book on my list except this one. And it's so funny because we put this one on our poll for the book club, and that was The Vanishing Half. Um, The Vanishing Half by Britt Bennett. And so I pulled that. I haven't started it, but it is a BIPOC author, and it is great for Black History Month. It fits the mold for the TBR jar and February. So my last one is Razorblade Tears. So we already talked enough about that. But I should have like 2 or 3 books that we're gonna read for Black History Month.
Yes, that's really good. And what I was also looking at The Vanishing Half, that was the book that I couldn't decide if I wanted to pick that one or if I wanted to pick my book because I put in Harlem Rhapsody and you ended up putting in The Vanishing Half. And I said, I'm gonna be stubborn. I'm not gonna side with Caleb on his book. So I'm purposely not going to pick his book. So I'm going to pick my book. And that is the only reason why I did not pick The Vanishing Half for our book club pick, because that is the book that I wanted us to read for this month.
It would have lost anyway. It won so heavy-handed, Razorblade Tears, hands down.
It
But,
did. I
it
don't
would have
think
been a good
very
one.
many people picked on The Vanishing Half. I definitely don't think so.
No, I think 2nd place was Black Cake,
I'm happy
I
I didn't.
think.
I didn't want to read Black Cake only because I've read it before. And
Yeah.
to me, It was okay, but it wasn't like, "Oh my gosh, I want to read this book again." And I find it pretty interesting as well that my book also dealt with W.E.B. Du Bois with Harlem
Yeah.
Rhapsody, and it's very different. So for me, I have a ton of books on my list, right? I would like to get in one more book, just one more book. And it's a book that I keep telling myself that I need to buy, but Caleb is telling me not to buy this book, which is
No.
like really, 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 really hard, right?
It
I
was at Half Price Books the other day, and I was gonna send it to you, but the prices on these books is just crazy, $30.
Oh, no, I wouldn't have paid that. I definitely wouldn't have paid that. I do currently have the audio I unlocked through Everand, so I do have
Uh-huh.
that one, but it is so the book is Keeper of Lost Children. Is he Keeper of the Lost
Yes.
Children?
I think
Keeper
it's just
of
Keeper of
Lost
Lost
Children.
Children.
I think it is too, yes. So Keeper of Lost Children, which is by Sadiqa Johnson, and she is absolutely one of my go-to authors. She has written Yellow Wife. She also wrote the House of Eve. Yes, so she also wrote both of those books. And the fun thing is that House of Eve actually has mentions of Illyria. So like Second Baptist Church and like things of that in that book, which is really awesome. But she is definitely one of the books that I will try my absolute hardest to squeeze in for the month of February.
Awesome.
So in a roundabout
Perfect.
way, I gave my books, just not all the way, just in a roundabout way. Yeah, they're
I
in
like it.
there.
With your refined reading, we knew this was gonna be a little hard to balance because I am
Yes.
reading more books because I have more free time.
Mhm.
I It's just how it works, with my second job and everything. It gives me time to, devour books on audio because
Mhm.
I'm out there working all the time, so I don't have to worry about making dinner for the kids and making sure they brush their teeth and, all that fun stuff.
Yeah.
Um,
Mhm.
but, we're making do, so I'm happy with it.
We are, and we're doing really good, and I will also say that I have actually returned back to my audiobooks. It was something for me last year to really dig in with my Kindle and read with my eyes. And now, because of my new role with work, I can now return back to my audiobooks, which is exciting because maybe I will read more books. I just have to make sure I don't read long books because I'm also in
Yeah,
this space where I wanna read longer books. So, like this 30-hour audio. It is the only book that
yeah.
I wanna read right now, and I wanna make progress and finish it when I could be sparkling in, all these other books. So, we'll see what
I
happens.
feel
I'm
you.
interested to see where we end for February.
Well, there's 2 weeks left, and, in addition to those couple books that I've already mentioned,
Mhm.
I've already kind of knocked some of these out, but, my other focus area is, fantasy. Fantasy reading
Mhm.
right now is really heavy for me, so, I already talked about Sanderson. I finished out the final books that I needed for the Cosmere, so I am officially caught up, and, that's so exciting, but now I have to fill a void that is left by Sanderson, and so I'm deciding what worlds to go into next.
Mhm.
And so I have a couple hopefuls. I started The Obelisk Gate by N.K. Jemisin,
Oh.
book 2 in the Broken Earth trilogy, the 5th season.
Mhm.
Um, just like the 5th season, it's
Mhm.
kinda hard. It's kinda hard to get into.
Okay.
So, even though I finished it just a couple months ago and it's still kind of fresh in my mind, there's a lot going on with this
Mhm.
book, and I don't think it's the right time. So, I think I'm DNFing that, but that's okay. Because I've decided, let me try a different book, and it was The Sword of Kaigen, which is ML Wang, their, I think, debut. And, let me tell y'all, I just finished it yesterday. It had a lot going on, okay?
You didn't
It
tell me you finished this book.
I just finished it yesterday while I was out working. It wasn't bad. but it was not like Blood Over Brighthaven. Blood Over
Okay.
Brighthaven was really well done, contained, good story. This is a standalone that, for all intents and purposes, is built like it's going to be a series. She's already said she's not going to continue in the series, but it has all these pieces that would be cool if you were going to finish the series. But now I know I'm not, really drug down my rating. I think I gave it about a 3, 3.5. It was long. It was 24 hours on audio. It is a thick book. Um, but it was just jarring, some of the elements of the fantasy world there. I'm not going to tangent too long, but you've got
Mhm.
these samurai kind of culture,
Mhm.
but the rest of the empire has like cell phones and planes and like the like Air Force and the Navy, like, but they live in this very traditional village where they're all
Mhm.
samurai and have this cool ability and magic system, and it's really cool, but it's also really confusing. Um,
Okay.
so overall, it wasn't bad. Um, I would not recommend anyone to read that one
Mhm.
over Blood Over Brighthaven.
Okay.
I would say pick up that other book. Don't even worry about Sword of Kaigen. I Everybody loves it. A lot of people give it 5 stars. I say
Mhm.
skip it. But
And the thing is, it might be that it's leaving that chance for it to be another book. Maybe they wrote it as like,
she said
I'm gonna release it to see how it does, and if there's more pull for it, then maybe write the second book.
she might return to the universe, but not the story.
Oh, okay.
And so that's kinda what, like, got me. They even set it up where, like, they're building up on this villain that's not handled because there's this other element, and they're, like, going through all this at the very end of the book, and I'm like, "Wait a minute, are we gonna get a resolution?" No. So I truly think when she was writing that book, when she published it, it was meant to be a series, that I don't think we're ever gonna get. Maybe we will. Maybe she'll cave in at some point, but I think the book needs to be rewritten and repolished before I would recommend it to people. I think there's just too much going on, and, I think it would diminish other people's opinions of her, not her writing, but of her storytelling. If you were to read that, you might not wanna go pick up Blood Over Brighthaven, and I think that would be a disservice because that is a six-star read for me. I love that book, and I they're very different books, so tangent over. We're all good as you side eye your little one.
Yes, because I'm trying to figure out what exactly is going on over here.
He's
Like,
just
oh
trying to
my
get on the camera
goodness.
because he walks past with that look the whole time.
Yeah, it's like the whole time. It's like, what on earth are you doing? I don't
That's
know.
hilarious. So, I've got, a couple other worlds that I'm gonna go into. I did start, this book, The Blade itself, which is Joe Abercrombie. I said I wanted to get into Joe
Okay.
Abercrombie. So I'm not very far, you know, I'm right at the beginning. I'm maybe 4 chapters in,
Mhm.
5 chapters in. Um,
Okay.
just like I struggled with the Devils, there's a language thing where it's like this 1700s kind of style language of talking that has this weird thing. The narrator's great, but he does some voices, some really distinct voices. Like one of the guys has a gap in his tooth, and so he talks with a lisp, and he is over the top selling this thing, but it can be kind of hard to follow sometimes because there's too many voices. Um, but it's good. We'll see if I
That takes
continue.
some serious talent. That's when I like
I'm liking,
audiobooks, when they can do stuff like that.
but like it can be because, and you know, think about like an old timey kind of British accent is the way I'm thinking of it. Like the way they talk, it's not British, but I don't know. It's something European, and there's something about the way that these different voices go. That he's trying to make them immersive and distinct, but in some ways, it's working against the book itself because it can be a little hard to follow. But I got into a groove earlier while I was doing the dishes and listening to it. I think I'm going to stick with it. If I make it through book 1, I already own book 2 and book 3. I'm just gonna go right into it.
Clearly, I see. I didn't know you had all 3 books over there. Look at
These
you.
are the books that I bought at, Goodwill, and they
Okay.
were $4 a piece, so $12 for the whole set. They're
Oh,
500
that's
page
nice.
books, and there's only just a little bit of, like, waving, like, it got a little
Mhm,
moist. It's not water damaged, but it is a little damp maybe, but it's in
mhm.
good shape, so I'm happy I picked it up.
I love that. That makes me happy.
So, February is gonna be Black History Month in Fantasyland, so we'll see,
Mhm.
what wins out. I don't know if I'll get to everything I wanted to get to. It's going to be about what calls to me, and we'll see
No Poppy
maybe in a
War?
future episode. No, it's not calling to me.
Oh my goodness, maybe in the summertime then. I could really see you enjoying Poppy War. That to me
Oh,
was
I'm
a
pretty sure I could
shocker.
too.
Mhm,
But also, in the same way that I'm picking up this new world, and I think I'm going to just boom, boom, boom it. If I
mhm.
picked up the Poppy War and I liked it that much, I'd be doing all three books back to back.
You told me to pick it up and go to the next one, but I was really still pulled towards the Love Songs of W.B. Du Bois, and that one for me, like I said, it's just taking the cake right now.
If you go
It's
back into it, maybe do one a month, maybe next month pick up book two, and then finish it
yep,
out. And I think that's a good idea.
that's
I think it's
exactly
still
what I
close enough.
did. I actually did put it on my list for March because I wanted to do The Well of Ascension for Mistborn. So the second book, I wanted to do that one. And then also I put on here for Poppy War 2, which is the Dragon Republic. And I was like, who am I kidding? I'm not reading these books in February. Let me get realistic. Let me just make these my two books for March and then whatever our book club picks. And that's my three books for the month.
I
And I
think
have
that's
spring
smart.
break in
Yeah.
that month too. So I might get
Yeah,
an
it's at the end of
extra
the month.
book. Uh-huh. Yeah, I might get an extra book that month. So maybe 4 books for March.
Wow.
We'll see.
Well, you'll
We'll
be in the
see.
swing of things with
Mhm.
coursework, with your new job, all that stuff. So I think
Yes.
I think you can do it.
I just might do it. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see.
This was this was an interesting episode, guys.
Mhm.
We're under an hour and
We
we're
are.
done.
And everybody got to hear my crazy and how my brain is just all over the places because this is probably the first time where I didn't just say boom, 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 boom. I was just like, oh, just freely talk and just say whatever it is that's on the top of my mind for what I'm reading. And I still forgot to
Yeah.
mention one, which is perfectly fine. I'm not going to read it this month. Maybe next month.
I think we are becoming more in tune with our reading,
Yes.
and
Mhm.
I think that's so important. Like, I have some other series over here that I could move on to. I have some books that I got out of the library that maybe I'll just return them back to the library if they don't call to me by then, and that's okay. I can always get them back
Mhm.
out, or find them on a deal, or whatever. I can get to them when I'm
Absolutely.
ready.
Absolutely. And there was a book that I actually just I think I don't know if I sent it to you, but there was a book that I actually found. Oh, so I don't remember if you said you were gonna read this book or not, but Alchemized. Did you say you were
Yeah,
gonna read Alchemized?
we own it on audio,
Okay.
and I am gonna read it. Um,
Okay.
I'm getting very I had a friend read it for me recently and
Uh-huh.
said, "Hey, am I going to like this?" And gave me this incredible breakdown of the book, non
Mm.
spoilery. Like,
Okay.
this is how it is. It's not what you think it is. It's not what everyone was saying it was.
Okay.
It's not as dark as some people are saying, but let me tell you, I don't trust her opinion on what's not dark because she likes them super dark. So I
Okay.
think it's still on my list, but it has not called to me.
All right. The reason why I brought it up is because there is actually a sale on Amazon for it right
Oh, I already
now.
bought it.
So,
$1.99.
oh, yeah, yeah. Okay, see,
I saw it on there and I said, "Nope, let's grab it." I already have it on audio, but,
yeah.
throw it on the Kindle for a buck 99. I already grabbed it.
Yep, perfect, and I think this is the one I put in Everand, but I do have the audio somewhere, and eventually, like, I think this one's another isn't this like another 30-hour audio, I think?
Oh, I think it's even longer than that. I think it's
Is it?
1,000 pages, so it's probably close to 35, 40 hours.
I don't know how many hours it is on audio, but I
It's,
have to
actually,
see.
I do have it on Everand, so, let's see. Alchemized.
Oh, that's 36 hours.
Yeah.
Oh,
36.
wow. Okay, so that's like I'm gonna be reading that one for a long time. I don't know. That
I
might be
think
a
the page
next year
count is
book.
literally 1,001 pages or something crazy. Like,
Okay,
it's
so
long.
that's a book for next year then. We'll see.
Summertime, when you're on a break, yeah,
I don't have
maybe
a
then.
break in the summer.
Oh, well, I don't know.
I'm going all year round.
Crazy. That's what you are.
Mhm. Get it done. Knock it out.
This is fun. For any of our peeps that are in Cleveland, doesn't matter because this episode comes out on Friday. But on Wednesday, if you go back in time, S.A. Cosby is going to be at the Parma Library, and I'm going
Mhm.
to
That's
check it out.
exciting. You'll have to definitely tell me about that. I will not be able to make it, but I wanna know all the details. I want the picture. I want all of the things.
Yeah, and I'll put some stuff on our socials for that one because this is the
Mhm.
first author event I've gone to in a long time. So I'm excited.
See, I've never been to an author event, so I'm really excited for you to go to this one. I might have to come and pass you my King of Ashes book, you know? Have
I'm
it.
taking mine in there. Because I'm like, I don't know what the detail is. I don't know if I can get
Mhm.
assigned whatever, but I'm taking it just in case. So,
That is so exciting. And what book is
yeah.
he gonna be talking about?
I don't know if he's promoting or if he's probably going to talk about King of Ashes because that's his most recent release. I don't
Okay.
see anything on his release radar, but I could be wrong. I'll let you know.
Yeah, definitely let me know because I wanna know what he's promoting, or maybe you get
Yeah.
a secret sneak peek of a book.
Oh, I hope so because I'm so interested. I hope they stay in this kind of southern, gritty, true crime kind of space. I didn't love
Mhm,
King of Ashes as much as All the Sinners Bleed,
mhm,
and from what I can tell so far, Razorblade Tears fits in more with the All the Sinners Bleed
mhm.
than rather than King of Ashes. So,
Oh, they're
um,
all still good. They're all
they're all
still
great.
good.
I mean, I'm excited, and I know he's got some backlist books as well. So maybe
Mhm.
we pick up one of those sometime soon.
I wanna read Blacktop Wasteland as well.
Yeah, that was one of the
Yep.
the big ones. I think it's one
Mhm.
of his highest rated.
I have it on my Kindle, of course, because,
Of course she does.
yes, all things are on my Kindle. There's a lot of stuff on there.
Go shopping on your own Kindle. That's when you need a new book, just go look and see what you got.
You know the sad thing? That's exactly what I do because it's like, I wanna buy a book, and I'm like, "No, I'm not buying it." I still have not bought a book yet. I even pulled
That's
back
because I keep
on
slapping your
the
hand.
Yes, I even pulled back on the Express one, whichever that was,
Oh,
Emotions Express
yeah,
or
the
I thought
the
that
ex
book Elsewhere, Elsewhere
Elsewhere.
Express. I thought that book was just beautiful, and I'm like, "I'm only buying this book because it's beautiful."
I actually got drawn to Watermoon the other day, but I
Mhm.
didn't pick it up yet.
I'm telling you, pick it up.
I do kinda wanna read it.
Mhm,
I also have When the Moon Hatched. It's been a year. It came out last February. I think I'm
mhm.
probably gonna get to that maybe March or April, so these are books that I wanna get to. They're still
This
out there,
makes
guys.
me happy. Really, really happy.
All right. Well, I think we're gonna wrap up. We're right around the hour mark. So,
We made
man,
it.
what a great time. We actually did it. We actually cut down on our timing.
We'll see, because you still have to edit it.
Exactly. It'll be less than an hour and 15 that we've been doing with editing. The other day was an hour and 20 something.
But it's still close.
Yeah, that's all right. I'm making up
We
little
did
by
it.
little. Okay.
We did
We
it.
did it.
Yes.
So we'll decide, we'll talk about it, and either we're going to be changing our cadence to every
Mhm,
2 weeks from this new episode.
mhm.
If I can convince Ashley to do another one next week, then we'll be back on regular schedule.
Yeah, we'll talk about that and see. We'll have to figure out life, and I'll have to pull out my old lady planner and see if I
We'll
can
get the
squeeze it
calendar
in.
going.
Yes.
Awesome. Well, we're going to let y'all go, and we're going to say until next time,
Happy reading.
have a good night.